Hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yeah, hi.
Hey there, it's Carol Gersperms. I'm with the Reasonable Sanity podcast.
Yeah, hi. How are you?
Hey, pretty good. Ryan's ready to have you on if you're ready to get on there with him.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna put you in the hold queue and you'll hear him and he'll bring you on
Is
with
it
him.
okay? I'm on speaker. Is that okay?
Yeah, you sound pretty good.
Okay.
Just try to stick close to it if possible.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Let me transfer you over.
All right. Thanks.
So yeah, lastly on the hot takes today, I just wanted to say that as much as I've talked nice about Peter Barnett in the past, he's a snake. He can't be trusted. And I mean, simply put, Steve Dave told me that's all I can say. So besides, guys, tonight we're actually here to laugh. So we're just going to not talk about this anymore. I think we're all done with that whole incident. So up next, we're going to talk to a very well-known comedian and comedic writer. So we will be right back after this. And we are back. I'm Ryan Token. This is Reasonable Sanity Podcast. With me today, I have a very special guest, Neil Berliner. Welcome, Neil.
Hi, Ryan. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for coming on. For those who don't know, Neil is an award-winning comedy writer. He's done work on the Howard Stern Show, worked for Mad Magazine, all the Comedy Central Friar Roast. I was very happy you were coming on because I love those. There's no doubt I've laughed at your jokes in the past. Not even a question about it. And now I hear you're out doing your own stand-up, and it's just an honor to have you on, sir. I guarantee I've laughed at many things you've been involved in. So thank you for coming on.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for having me on, Ryan.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. So when you're writing, insults about people and you know they're going to sting. Do you worry about it at all on those roasts, or is it the more of the person up there delivering it has to worry about it?
Well, it's defined as a roast, and people involved on the dais know that they're going to get roasted, so you don't really worry. Matter of fact, the more stinging it is, the better it is, and the recipient of the joke is probably happy to get really stinging jokes directed at him or her,
Oh yeah, and I was going to ask if I wanted you to say something that to my producer Carol and I are friends, so it's kind of the kind of the avenue you're talking about where it's friends ripping on friends. What is an insult? Can I request that you tell her an insult that makes her have trouble sleeping tonight?
Yeah.
It has nothing to do, knowing nothing about her.
Yeah, just you talked to her, you brought her onto the show. I think you had a couple emails with her.
I think you should know we're probably. Are we friends? I thought we were just coworkers.
Well, we're friends, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, the one I like, if I don't know the person, is, they used to just roast celebrities. You had to be a celebrity to be roasted. Then they could roast just any schmuck. But by roasting Carol, it proves that you don't even have to have 46 chromosomes.
I don't.
Well, there you go, Carol.
I heard silence at the other end. So,
I wish I was smart enough to understand it.
Maybe it proves the point.
Yeah, I think you're definitely
there
right.
you go. There you go. So it looks like
So you have me up for 2 seconds, and you're already having me insult your employee. Very nice. Okay.
Well, that was I don't have the same effect I used to have on Carol when I yell at her. So I just wanted somebody else to come and give her a nudge.
I see.
Looks like we got a question on line 3. Line 3, what's your question for Neil?
Hey, how's it going? This is Rachel. Nice to meet you. Hi. So, Neil Hamburger, I'm a big fan. Do you guys have any collaborations going on with like you and Tim? Any music stuff that you're doing?
Me and who?
Tim Heidecker.
No, I don't. The only music I do now is I'm in a cover band in Florida. So we do classic rock.
You do crap stuff? Is that what you said? Crap stuff?
I'm sorry?
You do crap stuff? Is that what you said?
Ma'am.
Well, I can't hear him. Maybe are you on speakerphone right now?
We can hear him.
Maybe the lines were switched. Maybe you got the musical guest. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, Neil Hamburger, right?
No, Neil Berliner.
No, you're thinking about a different person. That's the problem.
Oh.
Okay.
Now I know who you're talking about. You're not talking about me.
Okay,
My name is Neil. My name is Neil Berliner.
Okay.
So,
Neil Hamburger is a comedian.
Yeah,
yes.
I didn't know you did any work with Tim Heidecker, so I was just completely lost right there. Okay, so you're thinking of different Neil. I got you.
My bad. Can I ask you one question though?
Yeah, this is why on the Howard Stern show they screen the calls. But anyway, ask me a question.
Are you able to get hard still?
Okay, go ahead. All
right. We're gonna have to.
All right. Yeah,
there's a line 6.
Right. Sorry about that, Neil. Carol, come on. You gotta. All right. Thank you. Thank you, caller. All right. Geez.
Hey, how does she know about that?
Yeah, there you go. We're going to do a quick ad break, and we'll be right back after this.
Do you like drinking, gambling, and catching a good show? Then come to the Cactus River Casino in Raw, New Mexico this Saturday and witness the legendary comedy styles of Dr. Richard London. Don't know who Dr. Richard London is? Well, listen up and we'll let him tell you all about himself.
I'm a very, very, very famous person. The most famous person in the world. I own 200.com company. Don't be intimidated. I'm a nice person. I know all the companies in the world. So,
Come listen on the edge of your seat as Dr. London tells you all about his amazing stories of wonder.
Well, at 4 years old, I was the richest child in the world, and money that I earned, not money that I inherited. I'm actually only 4 years old, but with divine wisdom.
Halfway through the show, Dr. London puts on a pair of high heels and struts his stuff.
Fortunately enough, I can walk in everybody's shoes, even if they're 10-inch high heels. That's a gift that I have.
And to leave you with some good advice and a smile on your face, Dr. London tells you how he got rich digging in the garbage for treasure.
There is treasures in trash. Well, I've been a treasure hunter since a little kid, and I found, estimate is about 20 million in treasures.
What a hoot! Come let Dr. London break your brain with laughter as he makes claims that only an idiot would believe. So come on down to the Cactus River Casino in Roy, New Mexico this Saturday and laugh at the good doctor with us.
And I've been on 30,000 radio and television programs, the biggest in the world. I never yell anything intelligible.
And we are back. Reasonable Sanity Podcast. I'm Ryan Token. With me is Neil Hamburger. Welcome, Neil.
Yeah, my name is Neil Berliner.
Neil Berliner. Line 4. What's your question for Neil?
Hi, my name is Mimi. I'm starting off with a comedy. I specialize in harmonica humor.
Okay.
So, my question is, when you do, the roasts and stuff, do you write them, all by yourself?
I write my material by myself.
How do you do that?
Oh, boy. This is going to be something, Ryan, today, huh?
I guess.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, Mimi, are you asking him, what inspires his writing? Is that what you're asking?
When I try to write, it's like I just, the note, it doesn't come together, and he's making it sound so easy, and then he's getting all like, oh, something.
Okay.
Hey, Ryan, where do you broadcast out of? What place? Detroit?
No, well, we are located right outside of Detroit. Yes,
yeah,
right in the Walker area outside of Detroit.
Yeah. I just had one though. It was the water or something that was causing these questions.
Well, these listeners are from all over, so it's got to be the water all over. But looks like, you know what? 4, is that the Patreon call? Our Patreon donate? All right, line 4.
Yeah,
you're on air.
Hi, this is Pete. I'm calling from Canada. I listened to your show from Windsor.
Oh, great. Thanks.
Just across the river.
Thank you.
And I just wanted to know about the church bazaar. Can you tell me a little bit more about the church bazaar and the food contamination? Carol, is everything okay with you, honey?
Yeah, everything's just fine.
Yeah, we weren't going to talk about that anymore. Did you have a question for Neil?
Oh, yeah, Neil. You're a comedian. You're a pretty funny guy. I've seen a lot of your roasts on the internet.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, the previous caller asked about like what inspires you, but like where do you draw your inspiration? Like what do you do? What's your creative process? Jerry Seinfeld used to like sit down for an hour every day and write on a yellow legal pad. Like what do you do? What's your secret?
I just get an assignment and sit down and do it. And usually I can do it pretty quickly, or it doesn't come at all, but most of the time I can do it. I get into the project pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And I get kind of obsessed by it.
So your advice to a new budding writer and comedian is to get into it and do it?
No, my advice is to do what's best for you. To see,
Okay.
If you're a budding comedian and have you written jokes already or not?
No, I'm not a comedian. I'm a writer.
Okay.
Yeah, budding writer, comedian. I'm trying to be funny, but I'm not. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's
Okay.
working.
Okay.
No, okay.
All right.
But no, I mean, look. Bottom line is everybody's creative process is different. You have to go. You have with what's natural for you, what works for you. And,
I'm sorry. Are you?
yeah.
Are you? I'm having a really tough time hearing you. It sounds like you're in a public toilet, sir. Can you?
Okay. Listen.
Like maybe.
This interview's over. Thanks a lot. Okay.
Okay, we have a line 7.
Line 7, you're on the air?
Listen.
Hello, is that me?
Yeah. What's your question for Neil?
Oh, hi, Neil. I'm a huge fan of yours, and I follow your comedy blog at neilberliner@comedy.com. And I just had I think I've got like a Gary Larson cow tools moment with your joke from a few days ago. It says I'm in a band, the Beatles. And I don't get it. And I was hoping, like, if you could explain that to me, because normally I really like what you write, but I just don't get this one. It's kind of like the Far Side with the cow tools. I just don't get it.
Well, maybe if you read the joke again, you would see that there's an S at the end of Beatles.
The Beatles is is it?
Okay, all right.
Please, thank you. I just find jokes a lot better when I understand it, but I just don't get it.
All right, I'm done with this show, guys. Goodbye.
All right. This has been Reasonable Say Podcast. Good night, everyone.
Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes.
This is Carol. I'm with the Reasonable Baloney Podcast. Hey.
With what?
The Reasonable Sanity Podcast. Hey, you insulted me on that interview the other day, and I was wondering if you could explain the chromosome joke to me.
I see.